Hi everyone, I'm Maddie with Temple of Geek here at San Diego Comic-Con, and I am in the Thrilljoy booth with Brian Mariotti. How are you today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Awesome. So how does your team approach booth design for such a large-scale event like San Diego Comic-Con?
That's a really good question. We haven't asked that yet. Getting as many fans in and through as fast as humanly possible and making it easy on them by giving them an idea of what they can buy ahead of time, so when they're ready to go, they know exactly what they want. So luckily, we've been selling out like crazy every day, and so that philosophy of moving people fast and through has been really good.
Awesome. What has been your most popular item so far? I know it's only day 2.
I know, but the first day, preview night, we sold out everything in an hour and 15 minutes, all 30 SKUs. And then yesterday, with a full day, everything was sold out in 2.5 hours. So the answer is everything's sold out. So that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a nice mix of what people are getting, mix of fandoms.
Absolutely. You always want to make sure that license list is diversified. Everything from classic stuff from TV back in the 70s, from like $6 Million Man, to great movies from the 90s like The Thing, to like The Mummy, and then evergreen classics like Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Having that diversity is key.
Yeah, absolutely. So now you guys also do other large events like New York Comic-Con and other large-scale pop culture conventions. How does the atmosphere here at San Diego Comic-Con differ from your other events?
I think San Diego is the granddaddy of them all. I think it's the original pop culture event that just got massive, and then everybody kind of took a page out of there and copied them. So I would say the original, the most avid fans are in San Diego, and they're also the ones that spend the most money. They love buying stuff, and it's a different vibe than some of the other shows.
That's amazing. What is the story behind Thrilljoy's unique design aesthetic?
Well, a lot of us, myself included, came from Funko back in the day. I did 20 years and ran Funko for 20 years, and we always wanted to come up with looks that were unique and different, that put us in a filter with amazing characters over the years. So with Thrilljoy, you want to be cute, you want to be whimsical, but you want to be cool enough that guys will still buy it, and then cute enough for women to still buy it. And then try to find ways to do things that I think that we're missing in the marketplace. And for us at Thrilljoy, rarity, making sure everything is produced to the right quantity, not overproduced. Chase pieces, super chase pieces, cards that have certificate of authenticity and hand stamped. All those things are kind of the ethos of what we do. Making fans get excited again about collecting vinyl figures, and that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys are doing a phenomenal job doing just that. How do you go about choosing which properties and which artists to collaborate with?
We listen to our fans. Religiously, we listen to our fans. We have a fan advisory board. They all own stock in our company. We gave it to them because they are our touch point to what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, what licenses are moving the needle, and all of us are pop culture geeks. But having that 50 some odd fan advisory board constantly in our ears saying, hey, what have you thought about this and that, make us a really interesting company that has their finger on the pulse of what's moving the needle in pop culture.
Yeah, that's really cool. So you guys are constantly keeping up with trends and what people are super into all the time.
Absolutely,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that's really wonderful. Now, how do you guys balance design with the property to kind of keep the artistic integrity, but also the obvious
look and feel?
Yes, yeah. Thank you, yes.
I think it starts with your licensors. I think you have to explain the DNA of your design style, why you're doing it, why this look is going to resonate. And luckily, the 20 years I had at Funko before this, there's a lot of trust I built with our licensors coming up with these form platforms that maybe originally they thought, I'm not sure this is going to work, and then they realized, oh my God, it works. And so I think that is always important. Design is key. You can have the greatest licenses in the world, the greatest IP in the world, but if your design does not speak to the fans, it really doesn't matter. And I think we've done a great job of ensuring that fans are going to get excited. And I go back to that fan advisory board, when we're running things through their eyes and getting feedback, it's a really positive way to include them and make them part of what our DNA is. And it ends up in, I think, great products.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you walk us through what that fan advisory board looks like and how you onboarded people to help with that?
I think it's about diversity. It's about finding people that are younger that love pop culture, finding influencers that love pop culture, finding fans that love pop culture, people that have expertise in things like they might be sneakerheads and they love sneaker culture, or they love anime to a level that is unhealthy. We love that. And so trying to find a way of putting those pieces of puzzle together so that those influential people that have that love of pop culture can really benefit us. And I think they end up winning as well. So that's always been the philosophy when we bring people on, is looking at through those lenses, what can they bring that's unique, that's going to help us become a better company?
Yeah, absolutely. And you can really tell the heart and love that's poured into these items, especially when you have fan feedback.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's really important to the community, and that's like adds to the draw of the collectibles too.
They want to be heard, right?
Yeah.
And when they see that we designed our first box, we only had the one character on the back, and they're like, when you unzip it or tear into your thrill, you kind of get to see who the character is before you turn it around. So we immediately went, okay, all 3 chases are going to be on the back. Now they don't know until they turn it over. And this little bit of feedback is like, we can move so quickly on their feedback. They see that, oh my God, they're listening to us and they're making changes in real time. And then that goes a long way.
Absolutely. What are some of your personal favorites being displayed at San Diego Comic-Con?
So I am I'm a Scott Pilgrim junkie. Anybody who knows what I love will always see Scott Pilgrim represented. I'm also retro cartoon junkie, so you see Jetsons. That's obviously something that's really near and dear to my heart. Something like $6 Million Man, which is like TV from my unfortunate old age back in the late 70s. I mean, I grew up with that stuff, so that's good. But then also stuff that's modern that I love. I mean, I love, Jake and Finn from, Adventure Time. So it's always a balance. We want some horror, we want some anime, we want some old TV, some old movies. But I love old cartoons, and I love stuff like Scott Pilgrim and Wes Anderson movies. So.
Very cool. Can you give us a hint or any teasers about upcoming projects or releases?
I can tell you so much. You just have to be at the party tonight in front of the Intercontinental Hotel. We have a massive party, a huge Ferris wheel. We had, I think, it was 7,000 people in the queue to buy only 1,000 tickets within the first, I think, minute and a half of us going on sale. We love the parties. We used to do it with, bells on it at Funko. We're going to do it with Thrilljoy as well every year. And then we always unveil some really cool things. But if you're a horror fan, you're going to get some amazing announcements today. There's some fun stuff we're going to announce. I'll say that. I can't ruin it, or I'll be literally killed for everybody who wants to attend the party and find this stuff out. But there's going to be some big announcements tonight.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your convention.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.